the actual game. When they're Alright guys, welcome to my tutorial of how to actually play bendermc. So this is one of the first parts that you're going to get to. It's where everybody gets stuck because they expect that they're going to play the game immediately. But first you got to pick which server you're going to join. So you press on that pressure plate just to get a little jump boost. There are 3 ways you can join the server. First off, you don't want to join the pirate server because that has nothing to do with benders actually. Now this, you can pick survival or factions. The only difference is that survival has different rules and whatnot. But we're just going to assume you want to join survival this round. So, to join, you can press your server selector and join survival. This will put you in the survival queue, as you can see in the bottom left of my screen in the chat. It'll tell you where you are occasionally, it'll tell you where you are, and once you hit number 1, you will go into the server, but you do have to wait for this method. So, you can't always do that, but that method is very slow. And if you want to leave the queue for survival, you can always do /queue leave. Now that you've left, we can use the actual good method for getting into survival, or anything for that fact. So press survival. It's gonna say it's sending you to survival, but that's only if it can. And so it's gonna say that, and then it's gonna teleport you. But if it can't, it's gonna teleport you back here. So what you want to do is just keep running at it, and this will let you cut every single person in the queue. If you just keep clicking him, you just gotta keep doing it. Hopefully I can get it pretty quickly in this time, but oh, so also there is a server where he spawns right in front of you. Just like everybody here now. Somehow he was moved in that server, and I just truly don't understand how. But yeah, so this one can take a while a bit, and it takes more effort, because in the queue at least you can just sit on your phone. But with this method, it will get you into the server faster. And considering that I do want to be in the server faster, we're going to use this method. As I still have a video record, and you guys want to learn more about bendermc, not just joining it. So as you can see, this one still will take a while for you. And also, it really depends on timing, so you have to get it right when the queue is opening up for another person. But when you do get it, you'll be able to tell immediately, because it won't just say, teleporting or joining, whatever. It will actually, what do you call it? It'll actually say Mojang on your screen and load something first. And that's how you know you made it into the survival server. But gosh dang guys, this is taking a little longer than it normally does. Normally it does not take this long to get into it using this method, but it is still faster, because by now I probably only be at like number 40 in the queue, because the queue does go very slowly. There we go. Alright. Alright everybody. Now you can see I'm currently inside of the actual server. This is my house, but this is not where you're going to spawn. You're not going to spawn inside of a house or anything like that when you join the server. So I'm going to show you guys where you're going to spawn. So this is where you spawn when you first join the server. This place, it includes a few things. It includes your player warps, it includes your ranks, your regular warps, just to join the world normally, it includes your kits, it includes your choosing your bending, and includes your daily rewards along with the auction house. Now, the only thing you really care about here is choosing your bending and this, but everything else, you can also do all of this just through commands. So you really don't need all these guys. Oh, sorry, I did forget to mention Wood Guy. He will give you just free wood. It's very useful if you're a new player, because sometimes, you're not in a biome with wood, you need wood. Really, it's just useful to have, But, basically, so first you're going to have to choose your bending. You're going to come here, you're going to choose one of these. Chief, Fire, Earth, Water, or Air. And once you've picked one of those, then you're going to have the actual bending itself, but you'll most likely not know what to do. So there's 2 ways. You can watch the video, or I can just tell you how to get there. First, you want to do /pw bend school, and you want to stand still, because it's going to be for 3 seconds. Then once you're here, this will tell you how to actually do stuff like get your abilities and everything. But if you want to continue watching the video, or you can just go here. Now, through this video, I'm now going to also show you the dirty slums where you're most likely going to live. You disgusting piece of human filth. You absolute noob. Or, of course, we can also just teach you how to pick your bending regularly. So, first off, to pick your bending, you're going to see it on the very right side. And each bending slot is shown by a different hotbar. So that's how you activate your bending, is through hotbars. Some is activated through shifting, some is activated through clicking. There's a lot of different ways to activate some bending abilities. Like with Ninja Stance, you can shift. And, well, I can't do it now because I don't have it active. But if I shift, you just see I can also turn invisible with Ninja Stance. And with other such things like that. And so, now I'm going to show you how to actually get these abilities. So each time you use this command to get a new ability, scroll one down in your hotbar so you can put them each in a hotbar slot and you don't like put one over the other. So first you want to press B for, as in bending, or you can also just type out bending, but you can also use B as an abbreviation for it. Then space B or bind, and then you can use any of these. You can just look through these, find what you want to use. They're each very interesting and unique abilities, and this will really show you what you want. But then you press like so. Since I already have dagger throw there, I'm gonna press dagger throw. Enter. That would bound it. As you can see in the bottom left, it says bound dagger throw to slot 1, which is my hotbar 1. So now, as you can see, when I attack, I can shoot daggers, which is arrows. And so that's how you successfully bind everything. Just choose what feels interesting to you and what you most likely will like the most. And that is the end of the tutorial for how to bind. Next is the tutorial for actual chi bending, or chi blocking. You can't bend chi, sadly. But chi blocking is actually the most powerful of them all. Not actually. Someone might call it weak, just because they're bad at the game. But I'm going to teach you through all the abilities that I currently use, and show you how you're going to want to use them. And so, sadly, I don't have a partner here with me today to help you guys see this, but I can at least show you just most of the moves. There's only a few that I can't show you. But we're going to start off with dagger throw. Dagger throw is a simple move where you shoot arrows. You can only shoot one, but then it has a cooldown. But you shoot five. Oh, sorry, you can't only shoot one. You shoot five, and then it has a cooldown. But if you only click once, the cooldown will still activate after clicking the one and not clicking all 5 times you can. But you need to do this ability. You need arrows. You cannot do it without arrows. So you have to have arrows in your inventory. And so as you can see, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and send out all those arrows. And then that's just pretty much it. That's dagger throw. You just click with a left click, and that's it. All right, next. Rapid Punch. This is one of the ones I can't show you, but the way Rapid Punch works is if you hit somebody while Rapid Punch is equipped, it'll act as if you hit them 3 times over, doing 3 times the damage of whatever weapon you were hitting them with, along with pushing them 3 times the knockback. Next up, Chest Palm. This one is a very simple attack, and it just knocks the opponent farther away from you so you can gain distance. This is just very useful in just with anything really. It just lets you knock them away and get some ground. Maybe you need like a breather for half a sec, or like you need a heal or eat some food, you know? Very useful. Alright, now we have acrobatic stance, and we're going to be moving on to the stances. No more attacks, because you're going to want a 3 of each thing. So now we're on stances, and you're going to want all 3 stances most likely. Because first you're going to have acrobatic stance. Acrobatic stance will increase your speed slightly and increase your jump by an amazing amount. This can be very useful for really just anything, you know, just if you need to jump over something while also getting a slight speed boost, very good for it. There's nothing more to acrobatic stance, and that's really just it. Moving on, we have warrior stance. With warrior stance, it increases your strength by 2. So this one I also can't show you, but if we press this, it gives me, oh, sorry, not just strength, it gives me resistance and strength. So very useful, very powerful move. And finally, we have ninja stance. Which, yeah, sorry, I just had to check. Warrior stance doesn't have anything special about it. Ninja stance increases your speed and jumping like acrobatic stance, but it's more speed than jump this time. So you can run much faster. And with this one, also when you shift, a little black dot will appear in front of you. And if it turns green, and you let it go shift, you'll now be invisible for a short moment. That's more useful, obviously, if you don't have armor, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, now we're on to the movement type abilities, or really just escape abilities. So these are just for escaping, you know, you gotta escape, run away, anything. This is really just what you're gonna want to use. First off, we have Smokescreen. Smokescreen's really useful because you can throw down a snowball wherever you aim, and what do you call it? You can easily use that to, what do you call it? Sorry, I kind of fell down, guys. You can easily use that to blind enemies. You can also blind yourself with this though, so be careful. 1 second, I'll demonstrate it one more time. As you guys didn't really get to see it because I did fall off like an idiot. Alright. And now if you go in that though, you'll be blinded? Question mark. There we go, blinded, yeah. Sorry, it's a bit funky like that. Next up, you're going to want to use wall run. Wall run's really useful, but to learn this technique, you have to be taught by me yourself, because I'm not going to teach anybody how to use wall run unless you're actually a friend of mine. Because I don't feel like most people deserve wall run. Sorry, bozos. Alright, next up, you're going to want to grab high jump. High jump is very useful if there's any walls you want to get over. You can easily jump up them. And of course, if you have acrobatic stance, but you might not want acrobatic stance active, you know. So this is very useful for that. And this is yeah, this has been how to train as a chi master. There's still a few moves I did not in fact go over, and I can show you to them right now. I explain what each one does. So what did I not go over? Quick strike, which has a very low cooldown, and it's just kind of the move you kind of might want to be using, you know. Really not my cup of tea, but you can use it if you want. There's also sidestep. A sidestep, I do not understand how it works. I'm probably going to take some time later to figure that one out for everybody here. Next up, we have backstab. Backstab works by, it can only be activated if you're behind the player that you're trying to attack, but it does an insane amount of damage and high paralysis chance, which can cancel bending. And then we have pressure point, which is just another high bending canceller, but it's really not good for damage and not really what you want to use. But yeah. Also, don't just focus your build on what I told you to build. I'm saying that it's not good to use, not because it's not good, because I personally don't use it. Not my cup of tea. But just because it's not mine does not mean it won't be yours. So you should try all of it. Thank you for watching. This has been an amazing video to make. Bye bye now. Alrighty, guys. So, welcome. Today. How? Oh, I see. I forgot to stop the recording. How do I stop it? Let's start. 1 second, my loyal fans. I need to figure out how I can stop this. One second, guys. I can't figure out how to turn this off.